Am I the a-hole for ignoring my mom and refusing to make nice with my stepdad's son, who bullied me throughout our childhood? I, 21M, have been carrying a heavy resentment in my chest for years, and recently, it all came to a head. I'm honestly not sure if I'm just being bitter and holding on to childhood trauma too tightly, or if I'm justified in cutting ties the way I have. But here's the story. When I was 6, my mom met my stepdad. He had a son, Harry, who was 7 at the time. From day one, Harry hated that his dad was dating my mom. And if he hated them being together, he despised me for getting along with his dad. I was a quiet, nerdy kid who got excited about school projects and was just happy that anyone was nice to me. But Harry? He decided I was his personal punching bag. For the first few months, I kept thinking it would pass. I thought once we all got used to the new living situation, he'd mellow out. But he didn't. In fact, the closer my mom and stepdad got, the worse it became. The bullying started small, eye rolls, mean comments, tripping me up when no one was looking. But as we all settled into this so-called blended family, Harry escalated. He would spill water on my homework or smudge it with dirty fingers. Once, I spent weeks building a model for a school project, and he smashed it the night before it was due. And when I'd use the family computer for assignments, he'd log in and delete them just to see me panic. I begged my mom for help. I cried, told her I was miserable, that I didn't feel safe. Her response? "It'll get better, sweetie. Sometimes siblings don't get along." That line haunted me. Let me be clear, this wasn't just kid bickering. This was full-on cruelty. He slammed doors on my fingers. He'd throw stuff, books, toys, even a remote, at my head. He broke my Christmas presents one year, all of them, just because. He smashed them and then mocked me, saying, "Guess you didn't get anything this year, huh?" My stepdad actually did discipline him that time. Grounded him, took away his Xbox, everything. But that never lasted. Harry would go back to his old ways within days. There was this one incident, still burned into my brain, where he convinced a group of his cousins to ice me out at a family gathering. They refused to speak to me, wouldn't let me join in any games or sit at the same table. One of the younger cousins was kind and tried to include me. Harry cornered him afterward and said, "Play with him again and you're out too." The kid cried and apologized to me. I ended up comforting him. Then came high school. A teacher we both had planned a field trip. Harry told her I wasn't coming, hoping I'd get left behind. When that didn't work, he accidentally sprayed me with water from a bottle right before the bus left, soaking my jeans so it looked like I peed myself. I had to sit through a 2-hour ride like that while he laughed with his friends. Speaking of friends, he often got his buddies in on the bullying. There was one time they ganged up on me during a game of dodgeball, and one of them hit me so hard in the mouth that I lost a tooth. I ran home sobbing, bleeding. My mom was horrified, but she still didn't leave. Still insisted we're a family, and I had to stay. I started emotionally withdrawing around age 15. I stopped telling her things. I became cold, distant. She noticed, and I think it hurt her, but she never really owned why it was happening. She tried to hug me more, check in on me, talk to me like everything was fine, but it wasn't. When I turned 18 and left for college, I moved out and never looked back. Packed up everything and told my mom I wasn't coming home anymore. She said I was overreacting and reminded me that Harry didn't even live there full-time. Then she pulled the classic, "You're both adults now, you'll work it out." But I wasn't interested. I told her straight, I would never spend another second with Harry, and if that meant skipping family holidays or events, so be it. I told her I'd blocked him on everything and didn't care what happened to him. I didn't want apologies. I didn't want closure. I wanted distance. Over time, I started ghosting her too. No more calls. No visits. She kept pretending like we were fine. Tried to message me photos, family news, "We miss you," texts. I left her on read or just blocked her number when it got too much. Last week, I visited my grandparents and surprise, she showed up. She looked hurt and tired and sat me down to ask why I was treating her like a stranger. I told her the truth. She failed me. She put her own desires above my safety and well-being for over a decade. She let me grow up being tortured in my own home. I told her I didn't care how nice my stepdad had been to me. Nothing made up for being forced to live with his monster of a son. I said Harry would never be my family, and I didn't care if he cured cancer or became Pope. He would still be the kid who ruined my childhood. And I told her, point blank, I wasn't ready to forgive her either. She left in tears. My grandparents tried to talk to me afterward, saying she was just trying to connect. Then my uncle texted me, asking what had happened, and I told him. He said I could be mad, sure, but she's still my mom, that she loves me, that she made mistakes, but cutting her out entirely was extreme. He also said that by refusing to make nice with Harry, I'm missing out on family holidays and connections with people who care about me. But the thing is, I'm not missing out. The holidays I spend now, with my chosen family and friends, feel warm and safe. I don't spend the day flinching every time someone walks by. I'm not pretending to be happy while silently hoping for it to end. Those holidays with Harry? They were hell. And I'm not giving that feeling another chance. So, am I the a-hole for cutting off my mom and refusing to play nice with a person who tormented me for over a decade?